Here we have the function f of x equal to x to the third, and we want to find what's called the derivative of f of x. And derivative of f of x is denoted as f prime of x, and is defined with this formula right here. F of, limit as delta x approaches 0 of f of x plus delta x minus delta x minus f of x dividing by delta x. And so we need to get the derivative of f of x, we need to find this part first, find f of x plus delta x. And recall that we have the formula from algebra, a plus b to the third is a to the third plus 3a squared times b plus 3a times b squared and plus b to the third. And f of x is x to the third, and we want f of x plus delta x. So in the place of x, we have x plus delta x. And then this is just like this formula. X would be a, and delta x would be b. And so we end up with x to the third, and then 3 times x squared, and times delta x, and then plus 3 times x times delta x squared, and then plus delta x to the third. And now let's simplify it a little bit. So we have x to the third, and then plus 3x squared, and then times delta x, and then plus 3x times this. And then now we can calculate the derivative for f of x or f prime of x. F of x plus delta x is this. And then minus f of x, but f of x is x to the third. And then dividing by delta x. And so now we have this. This is x to the third minus x to the third, which is 0. And so what's left is this dividing by delta x. And then this will be limit. And then up here we have 3 terms, 1, 2, and 3. So we just divide each one by delta x. 3x squared times delta x dividing by delta x. That would be 3x squared. 3x times delta x squared dividing by delta x. Delta x squared dividing by delta x is delta x. So we have 3x times delta x. And then delta x to the third dividing by delta x, that would be delta x squared. And again, right here, when we're dividing this, think of this as if we have a to the third dividing by a, we get a to the second. If we have b to the third dividing by b, then we get b to the second of b squared. And if we have c to the third dividing by c, then we get c squared. But here we have delta x to the third divided by delta x, then we just get delta x squared. And now we're allowing delta x to approach 0. The first term, there's no delta x. The limit here is with respect to delta x. So this term here, there's no delta x. So think of it as a constant. And so the limit of the constant is just the constant. And then as delta x approaches 0, then 3 times x times 0 would be 0. And then right here we also get 0. So the answer would be 3x squared. So for the function f of x equal to x to the third, the derivative is 3x squared. So for f of x, for the function x to the third, the derivative of f of x, of this function here, which is denoted as f prime of x. This is equal to 3x squared.